look at these problems here, 6, 7, 8, and 19, 20, 21, and 22. Now, when you go to solve number 6 here, your goal is to write both sides with the same base. But obviously you cannot do that if you had something like 2 to the x equals 8. You could rewrite the 8 as 2 to the third, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, and then your answer would be 3. X equals 3, but we cannot do that here. So when you cannot do that, here's what you have to do. You have to start typing. You have to take your calculator and start putting in numbers for x and try to get as close as you can to 100. So 6 squared is 36. Okay? Now, 6 to the third power is 216. So if you use 2 for your answer, it's too low. And if you use 3 for your answer, it's too big. You went way over 100. So your answer has to exist somewhere between 2 and 3. So I'm going to move this down here. And now with my calculator, I tested, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. And what I found out is 2.5 is 88.2. So I'm good. I did not go over 100. 6 to the 2.6 is 105. I went past the 100. Now, yes, you could try to get more and more exact. We are not going to do that. We are going to one decimal place, and that's it. So this here is not your answer because it goes over 100. So 2.5 would be your answer. That's as close as we're going to get. That's good enough, okay? All right, 7, same thing. You cannot write both sides with the same base. You cannot. So we're going to take our calculator and start typing in numbers for x and get as close to 400 as we can. So when I did that, I found out that 7 to the third power is 343, but 7 to the fourth power is 2,401. So 3 is not quite big enough, and 4 is too big. So the answer I'm looking for is somewhere between 3 and 4. So I tried 3.1, 3.2, etc., and I found out that 7 to the 3.3 power gives me this. That's too high, okay? 3.2 was too high. 3.1 was too high. So my answer had to be 3.0 or just 3. That's as close as we're going to get. Now, yes, we could get more exact with 3.001 or 3.02, but we're not going to. One decimal place is sufficient. Okay, now, we cannot write both sides with the same basis. We're going to have to take our calculators and start typing numbers in for x. Okay, now when I did that, I found out that 2.5 to the fifth power is 97.66, but 2.5 to the sixth power goes over 100. So this was not big enough. This was too big. So my answer has to be between 5 and 6. So I started trying 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, and I found out that 5.1, excuse me, is too big. So my answer has to be 5.0 or just 5. Okay? Number 19. Okay? We cannot write both sides with the same base. We cannot. So I started typing numbers into my calculator for x, and I found out that 6 squared is 36, but 6 to the third is 216. So 2 is not quite big enough. 3 is too big. So my answer has to be between 2 and 3. So I started trying 2.1, 2.2, etc. And I found out that 6 to the 2.5 power gives me this. And 6 to the 2.6 power gives me this. So I'm still doing good. And I'm not sure why I stopped here. This is incorrect. So I made a mistake here and I apologize. I wonder why I did not keep going. Okay, let's see here. hate that, but I did mess up. Okay, 6, I'm using a mouse, I'm going to be a little sloppy. 6 to the 2.8 is 150.95, so that's too high. So I'm assuming our answer is going to be 2.7. Let's see real quick here. Yep, you get 126. So 2.8 is too big, so your answer is 2.7. Okay, I apologize for that mistake. Okay, number 20. Okay, um, now, okay, so we cannot write both sides with the same base, so we're going to have to start putting numbers in for x. So I tried 5 to the 1 is 5, but 5 squared is too big, it's 25. So 1 is not big enough, 2 is too big, so your answer has to be between 1 and 2. Okay, so I tried 1.8. 5 to the 1.8 gives you 18.12. And 5 to the 1.9 gives you 21.28. So this is too big. Our answer will be 1.8. Okay, 21. Okay, so again, you cannot write both sides with the same base. So you're going to have to estimate. So 3 to the 4th is 81. 3 to the 5th is 243. Sorry for yawning. So, 4 is not quite big enough. 5 is too big. So your answer has to be between 4 and 5. Okay, so I tried 4.1. I got this. I tried 4.2 and I went over 100. Barely, but I went over 100. So your answer is 4.1. And again, yes, you could get more exact than that. We're not going to do that. Okay. Hey, all right. You cannot write both sides with the same base. So I had to use a calculator to estimate. And 5.5 squared is 30.25. 5.5 to the third power goes way up to 166. So 2 is not big enough, and 3 is too big. So your answer has to be between 2 and 3. So I experimented, and I found out that 5.5 to the 2.1 is 35.87. 5.5 to the 2.2 is 42, which is, of course, greater than 40. So your answer is going to be 2.1. Okay? I hope this helps. Let me know if you still have more questions.